Welcome back to Breathe and Bleed Football. Joining me today, as usual, Narit and Navab. How are you guys been?
Good, man.
Yeah, Narit, how you been?
All
I'm
good,
so
all
good.
good.
I'm so good. So good. I love Martial. He's my favorite player since last night.
Oh, let's not get started on Martial, man. This guy, the show would have to be 9 hours. Yeah. So thank you for tuning in again to our channel. And today we're gonna preview the next game week, the upcoming game week of the Premier League. So we'll go through the games chronologically, and then we'll give a short preview on our personal teams. So let's just jump into the first game of the season. I mean, of the game week. Let me get it up here on my phone.
It's a big one as well, so we can talk about it a bit.
It is a big one.
We have to touch on it because one is a big game, another is your game. So
yeah.
And if I'm not wrong, correct me. It's the first time I've ever seen Premier League
two
early games. Is it the first time?
First for me, I saw
in UK 12:30 kickoff in UK lunchtime 12:30. It's the first time, like
I'm not
at least since I've been born, like 100% the first time since I started watching.
Or at
football,
least the first time I've noticed, also to be honest. Yeah, but it's weird.
I had to check a couple of like websites to make sure fantasy got that right. I was like, is it real? I checked live score, checked everywhere. Score.
Yeah, even on sofa is
insane.
But let's jump into what I think. For me, it's the top two title contenders of the season. Chelsea versus Man City. All right, I'll go according to my screen first. So Narit next, and Nawab, then me, then Narit, Nawab, me, Narit. It'll be easier like that. Chelsea versus Man City. You guys want me to write this down? Yeah, I should. Or do you guys?
I'll send it to you afterwards as well.
We can send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll save more time.
I hope. So Chelsea, Man City.
All right. Okay, so even though Tuchel got Pep's number, right? Like Tuchel, he probably got his address.
No, he's got his house, his wife's number, his kid's number.
Yeah, like if I'm not wrong, he played
them
3 times last season. He won it all. Yeah. Even though Tuchel came late, but he played Pep in like all the competitions, Premier League once, obviously a Champions League final the last time, and I believe they played in the FA or Carabao. FA, I think. FA, because City won the Carabao.
Yeah.
And Chelsea went on to lose Leicester in the final. Yeah. So in the FA as well. So 3 out of 3. The only reason why I feel City will come out of this with something is because I don't think Tuchel will make it 4 out of 4 against Pep. But the fact that it's Chelsea's home, I'm going a straight 1-1 draw because Chelsea, as you guys probably saw it the whole week, them and Liverpool, exact same point, same goal difference. Everything's identical with Liverpool and Chelsea right now. From the first game week to the game week, we played 4 or 5 so far?
5?
5 or 4? 5, right?
5. I think it doesn't match.
Yeah, 5.
Coming up.
So first game week, if I'm not wrong, Liverpool 3-0, Chelsea 3-0. Second game week, Liverpool 2-0, Chelsea 2-0. Third game week, we played each other 1-1.
Oh, yeah.
Fourth game week 3-0, 3-0. The last game week 3-0 again for both teams. They managed to score 3 against Spurs. Only difference for me is Chelsea, like what you said, the top 2 title contenders. Mine is actually Chelsea and United, not City and Liverpool. I think it's a different race this season. Obviously, all 4 in it, right? But
yeah,
if you ask me who's been most convincing so far, even United's top 3 in terms of points, you guys are joint top as well. But Man City, the draw against Southampton, Pep begging fans to come, yet they couldn't win. He told their fans to turn up, forgot to tell their players to turn up. Yeah, 0-0 against Southampton at home. You're scoring 6 past Leipzig, 5 past Arsenal, 5 past Norwich. Against Southampton, okay, fair enough, Southampton got a draw against you guys, but it's an Etihad, man.
Yeah.
And then they lost to Spurs first game. So for me, most convincing is Chelsea and Liverpool, obviously.
You guys, yeah.
Because I just set out the scores for us both. Chelsea conceded 1 goal so far, 0 from open play, which from a penalty spot, Mo Salah. Liverpool conceded one from a set piece as well. Chelsea's corner, Kai Havertz. That was it. But for me, Chelsea played the likes of Arsenal and Spurs. So for me, they played harder opponents. Obviously, I think Villa was a good opponent. We both played Palace. We got Burnley and Norwich. They were shit. And we got Leeds, quite decent, as Ekwin would say. Can upset a big side. So for me, Chelsea are favorites. If we get to change the answers now, do the predictions again, I would actually say Chelsea. And then United for me are second, City third, Liverpool fourth. Actually, Liverpool third, City fourth. When you guys are grinding out your wins, it just shows you need luck as well. The whole penalty. I mean, Ronaldo should have had at least one out of the 3 times, honestly, that day. Yeah. How on earth was that not given by the ref?
The last
Zuma
one, right?
Zuma got nowhere. The first 2, okay, people want to say he's back to the Ronaldo, diving in the penalty box and all that. And his penalty claims. But the last 3, how on earth did the ref not give that? It's just about reputation now, man. I hate it. Like, how does it make sense? Zuma got nowhere near to the ball. Nowhere near to the ball.
And we conceded a penalty for a stupid handball. I know it's a penalty, but it's a stupid handball, man.
So for me, De Gea and Lingard, it was redemption for both.
Yeah.
Because before this, De Gea didn't save in the past 40 saves.
Yeah.
He didn't make any saves since 2014 or something like that. So, great save. I mean, I'm not going to talk about David Moyes. Why the hell would he do that? Why are managers doing that? Gareth Southgate bring on players to take penalties in the finals. You let someone who's been playing the whole game, whose legs are already warm, who's already into the game, not putting a pressure on their captain coming from the bench, would expect him to score with his first touch. But that's just what I think with the title race right now. It's Chelsea and you guys, but Chelsea for me are favorites. I would say United because of the whole Ronaldo thing, but I mean, the way Chelsea are playing, it doesn't seem like they're going to concede. I don't see how they concede. So I don't know how City is going to score, honestly, but I just feel like it's time for Pep to finally at least get a point from this Chelsea Tuchel side. So 1-1.
For me, I feel like this game is going to be the game that Chelsea is going to drop points. I think City is going to take 3 points away from home. I feel like this is the game that, like, City, they haven't won against Chelsea like 3 times in a row. I think this is a game when Pep's going to go rogue. They're going to go all in just to win this game because it's Chelsea. They lost against Chelsea in like Champions League final.
The Champions League final is probably still hurting them.
Yeah, they're gonna take it all out on Chelsea in this game. I feel like Chelsea will still get a goal, but my prediction is City to win 2-1 away from home.
Fair prediction. For me, I'm gonna go with. This is surprising because I usually go under with these 2 teams, but I'm gonna go with a Narit classic 2-2. Chelsea City.
You can see that happening as well.
But the thing is, I usually go under with these 2 teams. Usually score less, concede less, whatever, right? But I think we're in for a surprise. Good. I won't be watching the game, obviously, right? Obviously, because I'll be watching the next game. Which is a good way to segue into our next game since I already gave my score.
And I just realized one thing about Chelsea. They just played last night. Oh yeah, there was no extra time though, straight up to pens, right? But they beat Villa in penalty shootouts.
Yeah.
We aren't going to talk about Carabao, but like I feel like City, the fact they got another day rest, I don't know. It probably won't make much of a difference, but I echo what both of you said, man. Like I see Chelsea dropping points, 100%.
Carabao seriously, but even Foden named his dog.
His dog, I saw that today.
Yeah,
His dog
exactly. Carabao.
Does he even know what it means? What he's calling a dog a water buffalo.
They wanted so many times that he named his dog now.
Yeah.
Like they wanted since 2016 was the last time they were knocked out of this competition. Exactly. The last time City was knocked out was 4 years ago.
I'm not sure if he at Carabao
like
is going to be happy with him, man. It's his name and he named his dog that. Yeah. Anyways, we'll continue to the other team that played last night and went to penalties, Aston Villa. They take on the team that's already knocked out of the EPL competition, Manchester United at Old Trafford. Narit, I'll just go the same order. I guess, easier.
Okay, I'll give this to Nawab as it's United. I'll let the
Okay.
both of you go first. I'll go
Okay,
last.
fine. We can do that. Nawab, you go first, then I'll go. Then Narendra can go.
The fact that we just got knocked out of the Carabao last night, I feel like this game we have been having in a good form in the league. I don't think we're gonna lose against Villa, but with the disappointment of getting knocked out in the third round of Carabao, I'm sure that Ole is gonna do a rotation with the squad because he dropped Ronaldo. Ronaldo's surely gonna start, but I feel like in the Carabao, Cavani is not injured, is he? I mean, he should have been
Yeah.
involved,
Yeah,
right?
I don't think he's injured, but he wasn't in the squad, was he?
He was not even in the squad. That's the
Yeah.
thing. He's not even in the squad. I feel like he should have been involved, and the fact that he was not even involved in
Was he in the squad for at least the last Premier League game, West Ham?
I think he was, wasn't he? Let me
And
check.
you guys played West Ham twice, so I have to say Premier League. But
I
yeah,
think
what's
in
up
this
with
game,
him, man?
I think we're gonna see Cavani in action. I
Yeah,
feel
he
like Cavani
wasn't-
will not start, but he might be. I think he ought to come on and maybe he'll try to get involved with the goals. But Ronaldo is surely starting in this game.
Actually, he could be injured, to be honest, because there's no
Or
reason that
he went to play for Uruguay.
Yeah, he did, but others
He
also did.
quarantined.
Even
He had
Fred
to
did.
quarantine.
Oh yeah, since the international break, he's been missing, right? So probably like
Yeah.
something to do with his fitness, I guess.
Yeah,
Because we've seen him this season already, right? If I'm not
Yes,
wrong, he came
we
on.
have.
Yeah.
I feel it's time we remove Martial out of the squad and
Bro,
replace
out of
him
the
with
team,
Cavani.
out of the
I don't want to see
building.
Martial. And
Time to fuck off, bro. Fucking balls.
he's not even fighting to be number
bro.
9. He's not even fighting. He has number 9 and he plays like
He walks.
Phil
He walks,
Jones.
man. He walks. He never runs. He's walking around, chilling, strolling, looking at the butterfly, bro.
I didn't watch the game last night, but if whoever was watching, you were watching, I
Yeah,
can feel the
frustration.
rage already. Just by
Yeah.
watching highlights, I was like already fuming. Like
It's like
the
watching.
highlights is
It's like watching a Dan James that can't even do the speed part. You know what I mean? He can't even do the Dan James running part. So it's like useless completely. But
he's trying to assist as a number 9. I mean, he's trying to do what Lukaku did when he was with us. But
yeah,
he's not even doing that well.
he needs to build his body bigger if he wants to do that.
I feel like we'll win against Aston Villa for sure, but it will be just a disappointing 2-1.
Uh,
I mean, if we would have won against
West Ham.
West Ham, we could have won against West Ham. I think we could have gone like a big score, but this one, I don't think we would go like a big score. We'll be down, but we'll get goals. We'll get the win. 2-1 for me.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot disagree with you on anything. Even the scoreline, I'm going to 1 as well. I see Aston Villa getting at least 1 goal. I don't see us keeping a clean sheet.
Look
yeah.
at their front too.
And I don't think we can get the 3rd goal also. I think Ronaldo gets another goal. This guy, man, he's gonna get another.
Ronaldo is the one who's gonna keep our hopes alive in the league right now. He's the only one now.
We just need someone who can put the ball in. We've been asking for this. Someone who can just put the ball in the net once a game. Doesn't even have to be beautiful. Just from tap it in, whatever. Just get the ball in the net. Now,
if we had Rashford, do you think the game would have been a different result last night if we had Rashford?
For sure, bro. Matt, bro, at least Rashford would touch the ball. Yeah.
He would have played. That would have been his game last night.
Oh.
He would have played him so well.
But oh well. Narrate, what do you think? Do you think we have enough to take to win Villa? Or
I'm going with United 3-1. I agree with you guys. I don't see you guys keeping a clean sheet. You guys will concede because if West Ham can score, Southampton scored, Newcastle even scored against you guys. I feel it's a tough one because I mean you guys are gonna win this, regardless of how good Villa plays, if you keep a clean sheet or not. But it's just a matter of, like you said, you guys are going with 2-1. You don't see them scoring the 3rd one, but I don't know. I feel like last night, obviously, you guys rotated, right? So it was not the first team. And the thing is, even I didn't watch any of the games last night, but I managed to catch all the highlights of Spurs as well, Wolves, Chelsea's game, and your game. Martial, man. The thing is, if you're number 9, right? I'm not gonna talk about Harry Kane because what's wrong with Harry Kane right now? I don't know what's wrong with him. He's not even playing as a striker, but he's dropping deep. Like against Chelsea, first half they played well, but again, I'm not gonna make this about Spurs. Martial, man, you're number 9 for a reason. Stay in the box. Why does Ronaldo get all these goals?
Yeah.
His positioning is good. His movements in the box are amazing. Ronaldo, I don't think anyone has a better like this attribute of Ronaldo, right? No one can even be level as CR7 in my opinion, because you see about the guy behind you pointing right there. This guy, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if it's gonna be tap ins.
Yeah.
He's not 26 to dribble past, do a step over, dribble past people to the byline and whip it in or whatever. Like, his job now is to you feed him, he will score. You can see the link up between Ronaldo and Bruno Ronaldo already, right?
Yeah.
Like what, twice in the Europa League against young boys, and
Ronaldo is more confident when Bruno has the ball.
in the Champions League and the West Ham game. Even though Ronaldo missed the first one, I know Bruno didn't get the assist. I thought fantasy would give that.
Yeah.
Isn't that a fantasy assist?
It has to be. I don't even know why we didn't get it.
So Martial, you're supposed to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Stay in the box. Wait for the ball to come to you. Wait for Sancho and Lingard to. Okay, both of them, to be
Sancho
fair,
as well, man.
had a poor game yesterday.
Yeah.
On another show, I'll talk to you guys more about Sancho when it's time to actually judge him. I don't want to judge him as yet.
Yeah,
It's
not yet,
too-
right? Give him some time more.
Because
Yeah.
It's
I'm
only a
hearing
month.
people are saying Bundesliga tax.
He's not even playing in his
Like,
position.
If you're gonna say Bundesliga tax, right? You apply that to every single player. You say
Yeah.
that to Lewandowski, then
Yeah.
you say that to Hans Flick, who's won the treble, and still say he's a good manager. So you apply that to everything. Then if Sancho's gonna, if people are saying he's English, he should adapt quickly. What are you saying?
No.
It doesn't matter. You can be English, can be whatever, man. If you've been playing your whole time abroad, Man City didn't even play you in the Prem, right? He didn't play first team football.
No.
So give him some time. Yes, he's playing on the left. I don't know why. I actually didn't see last night. But from the highlights, he was all everywhere kind of thing with Lingard, right?
Same.
If Martial's gonna go out wide now it's job for Sancho's and your Lingards to make them runs. You know what I mean? So it was your second team last night. The whole back four changed. The goalkeeper changed. I see you guys winning this. Ronaldo again will get on the score sheet. You know, he's gonna do what he's there for. Like as what Nawab said, literally, I see him keeping you guys in the title race all the way till the end. All the way till the end. That's why I'm saying it's you guys and Chelsea. So I do see you guys scoring a third, because Villa, they've been away to Chelsea twice now. Obviously, last night they managed a draw and they lost in the pens. But even though both sides rotated, obviously, but they went to Chelsea. Before that, they lost 3-0. So I feel that they'll lose, but they'll somehow get a goal. But you guys will win. United 3-1.
All right. Sounds good. We carry on to the next one. Leicester against Burnley. At Leicester. What do you think for that one?
Leicester 2-0.
Nawal?
2-1. Leicester.
For me, 1-1. Burnley, Leicester. I should write mine down.
Leicester dropped points last game week as well, right? I think.
Yeah. Did they?
Who did you play against?
Brighton.
I remember them.
Brighton.
They,
No.
they lost. Yeah, maybe Brighton actually.
Yeah, Brighton. They lost 2-1. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we all gave Leicester to win 2-1 or something. But
One sec.
Oh yeah, it was Brighton 2-1.
Yeah. So, for mine, I'll go for 1-1. Yeah. So let's just carry on. I have to remember my scores. Everton.
we'll help you remember it as well.
I found a paper. Everton versus Norwich City. Oh my God, Everton, Norwich City, another team that Jesus. What do you think for this game?
They're going down 100%.
Yeah.
Like we already know that.
But they
I
didn't
feel
look
bad
up-
for them. It's
You
like
know,
it's like they're
thought-
too good for a championship, but they're
Yeah.
too shit for the Prem. I feel bad for them. It's like what you said when we start previewing this whole season. They're a yo-yo club for real.
for real.
The real good guys in Premier
Yo-yo
League.
club.
Bro, can you believe that? When they played you guys 2 nights back, I thought they would give you a small fight. They didn't even
Bro,
put up a fight. They died.
Imagine
They
this, yeah.
instantly died.
They must hate playing Liverpool so much. Our fans were chanting Luis Suarez, singing Suarez song, and we hate Suarez, bro. We hate Suarez. That we were singing it at Carroll Row. I could hear it from my TV screen, the Suarez song, and I saw it after the game as well. It was all over the internet, right? So they must hate us. 3-0 first game of this season. 3-0 again now.
Yeah.
Twice this season away at Carroll Road. We won 3-0.
No mercy.
Suarez got hat-tricks of hat-trick against
This team.
this team. He's got 3 hat-tricks against Norwich City, man. Suarez. So feel sorry for them. But yeah, I'm going with they're playing another Merseyside team. And they got knocked out of the Carabao. I was buzzing, man, when Everton lost to Queen's Park. Absolutely buzzing. So the other side of Merseyside, they're out. But yeah, unfortunately, they'll win 2-1. Could be more, but yeah, I think Norwich will put a fight for this. Because they rotate against us, because they need to stay in the Prem. And Everton haven't, even though Rafa is unbeaten in the league, that's why I'm still giving them the win, but only 2-1.
Okay, Bob.
For me, clean sheet for Everton 2-0.
Nice. 1-0 Everton. For me. I always see them as another low scoring team. Wow, this is a very fun game. What time is it? 9, damn. Same time as Leeds versus West Ham. I mean, you know.
You already know my score,
entertaining.
man. Just put it down.
Yep. No.
Yeah. Classic 2-2. Nothing else to say.
It's no.
For me, West Ham is gonna win 2-1 at Leeds.
For me,
Do you guys know if Antonio is back? I think it's his last game ban, right? Because straight red is 3 games,
3.
and
yes,
Including domestic.
and
including
domestic also counts.
like the
Yeah.
Cup. Yeah.
He basically missed both games against you guys, and I think it's the last one.
All right.
So yeah, 2-2.
I'm gonna go for something that you guys never heard before. 3-3.
High five.
3.
3-3.
It's
Bro,
possible, man.
I
With
really see
Leeds,
this-
anything can
yeah.
happen.
I see this as a very
Like,
entertaining game. But Narek, you'll
Leeds
be
is the
watching
only
Liverpool.
team.
Leeds is a
No,
team that can
Liverpool
score
is the
like-
last game.
they always
Oh no,
are
sorry.
goals.
Sorry, I read Leicester as Liverpool. I'm stupid. I'm stupid, man.
So it is the best 9 p.m. game, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll all be tuning into this one for sure. I see like a Whoa.
And then comes the worst 9 p.m. game after this that you're gonna say.
oh my god, you're so right, bro. You're so right.
That's why you get. Oh yeah, I was gonna say 1-1, but I actually wrote down Watford 2-1. The Newcastle are shite. Watford's playing at home. Playing
I
good
wrote the
football.
opposite.
You wrote
2-1 to Newcastle.
Because I watched the kickoff, right, of True Jordy, right, and this
Yeah.
he's
He was
so
shooting
pissed
champion.
off with Steve Bruce, man.
Yeah,
So,
people shit, bro.
uh,
I'm going
so,
The
Watford
club
2-1.
management is fucked up right now.
Yeah,
Mine is
Mike
Watford.
Ashley.
1-0. I see Newcastle going down maybe now. Honestly, bro.
Yeah, they got a draw against Leeds. The only guy, man. That
They were
game
in
was
my relegation
a
team.
game for two
Newcastle is one of
ballers.
the team.
Rafinha against
Yeah.
Saint Max, and if I'm not wrong, both of them scored.
Did
Saint
we-
Max, man. Saint Max. What a baller.
Did we kind of say, if I'm not wrong, that Willock won't be able to recapture the loan form? Did we say that?
Yeah.
We did,
We,
didn't
Yeah.
mentioned, we did,
Yeah.
we did.
There you go. Yeah, so next game. Whoa, this is the one. Narit, have to go to you first for sure. Brentford against Liverpool at
Ah.
Brentford.
Yeah, I mean, just to recap quickly on our season so far, I already said in the beginning that I think, I love the fact that we're under the radar, right? That everyone's sleeping on us, like not you guys, but the media and everything.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Liverpool, we do better when we're under like no pressure.
Yeah.
I think because when pressure comes to us, we seem to bottle it as well. But so far, so good. I think everyone agrees that we probably have the 11, if not better than the rest, then at least as good as United, Chelsea, and City, if not better, right? But the problem is our squad depth again. If Salah gets injured tomorrow, Wenda gets injured tomorrow, or Fabinho, Alisson, we're fucked. So, but I also feel some of our Liverpool fans, right? They're also playing down our squad depth, because 3-0 against Norwich with our second team, the likes of Origi and
Mhm.
Takumi Minamino are
Yo,
actually stepping up.
Did that
The thing
kid
is-
play?
Bro,
16-year-old kid?
Gordon, man.
Dude, shout out to that guy.
Kate Gordon is amazing. He's 16, the 5th youngest Liverpool player to ever play first team football. This guy, I've seen in preseason, right?
Mhm.
he does what Mo Salah does, literally, but has more pace, in my opinion,
Oh,
just no
wow.
strength. But he's just 16, so obviously no strength. He can't play first team for us in the Prem, obviously, you know. He's gonna get bodied by every single
Burnley
player
players
from
and
the
all that.
opponent. He's gonna die if we play Burnley.
Yeah.
Look at Leeds United. Leeds United almost killed Harvey Elliott, man. So yeah, I feel if we can keep all our players fit, our second team is not as bad. I think we were actually underestimating our like us Liverpool fans, like because our center backs, right? Doesn't matter who plays now, amazing. Konate played 2 games so far, 2 clean sheets. Van Dijk, when he plays, he looks dodgy a bit, but he's still keeping clean sheets. Like I said, because he had just won from a set piece against Chelsea. Against AC Milan, we had no Van Dijk playing. It was actually Gomez and Matip, if I'm not wrong. So who is ever coming back to play in the center back role right now are playing amazing. Costas Tsimikas.
That guy's
Literally,
been
for
amazing.
me, he can
In
play the
Fantasy
same way
also.
Robert does. He can replicate. I've been talking about this guy since preseason. Like
You did.
last
You
season,
said he was the player
last
of the
season-
preseason also. I
Yeah.
remember that.
last season he got COVID, and then you can't blame Klopp for not playing him when the whole back line were injured. So you play another different new signing last year in the back line. That's just gonna break down everything. Imagine not having your 2 center backs, Van Dijk, Matip, or Gomez, and Trent was injured sometimes. How can you play a new signing Tsimikas last season? It would break down everything. You need Robbo the whole
Right.
time. But now when everyone's back, Tsimikas can play with alongside other first team players to guide him through the game. He's brilliant. Against Norwich again in the cup game against Crystal Palace, amazing. But this game, Rob will be back. He didn't play 2 games in a row. Well, he came on the last game, but Tsimikas brilliant. But yeah, we can go all the way till the end if everyone stays fit. I'm going with a 2-1 win for Liverpool. It's gonna be tough. I know Brentford, that was against Arsenal, but you saw midweek 7-0.
Yeah.
They didn't play other big side as yet, but so far, what they got points against Brighton away or something, drew against Palace.
No.
So it's gonna be a tough one. I won't be surprised if we drop points. But the fact that everyone rested midweek, I feel we'll get the win 2-1.
So Nawab, what do you think for the Liverpool game? Score predictions.
For me, Liverpool is gonna win 2-0.
Ooh, took it right out of my paper that I wrote on. 2-0 as well.
You copied from my screen. You can see my screen.
I'm telling you, you will see a lot of 2-0 for Liverpool this season. I mean, you guys probably noticed already the trend. Yep.
Narrate who was that player's name? Gordon.
Kide something?
Yeah, Gordon.
No,
Kite Gordon.
You know, when I heard Gordon, my first thought went to Gordon Ramsay. You know.
Can't imagine him playing soccer.
Imagine him playing for Liverpool.
He almost went pro though. Actually, he almost went pro.
He plays in the
He gave up.
soccer age shit with the England and
yeah.
World XI crap.
Yeah. You guys see the game recently?
The one that
Was
some
it the-
dude scored, right? Some old man
Well,
scored right at the end.
Yeah,
The
and
61-year-old
also
the conclave one.
there was a game recently, right? Like
Oh,
the soccer 8 against like England,
Oh,
the rest
soccer
of I forgot
Yeah.
England.
soccer
England
England
against
XI
the rest
versus
of the world?
XI, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
player
yeah.
against Evra was also in there. I think,
Yeah,
again.
and the
Evra's
old
big-
man
Evra's
was-
big there.
Even Chunks, bro. Chunks.
Yeah, Chunkster.
He lost like 25 or 30 kilos since last year's soccer.
Yo,
Oh,
he
yeah,
lost
yeah.
so much
He went
weight,
down.
bro. He looks changed. He lost that much weight.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Can't believe England lost though, right?
Lost.
Like,
And I think
3-0 because of the
guy who scored
goalkeeper.
looks English. The guy who scored looks English. The guy who scored for World XI, the old man, I think he is English or Scottish or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Taking a
Anyways,
piss, mate.
he's taking a pace. We go.
But
to-
yeah,
Oh yeah.
both of you 2-0, right? Liverpool.
Yeah, 2-0 for me.
Yeah.
Also.
The only reason why I think we'll finally concede from open play first time this season, or it could be from a set piece, but I just picture Brentford at home with their fans, man, new stadium and their crowd. So
Yeah.
I'm just worried about that, but we should be able to cope with that, and yeah, hopefully get the 3 points.
And that's the first time Brentford's going to be playing against top 6, right?
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. I wish they played another big side so far because Arsenal's not a big team, right? So
that was
I
already.
want to see Brentford at home against like maybe a Spurs even. Just want to see what they can do at home against Everton or or Chelsea or you guys. I just want to see what they can do. Then I can predict better than this. But like, I mean, I just hope we get the job done, because now we can't afford to drop any points. City are behind us by 3 points now, right? We all joined top. Liverpool, United, Chelsea. They dropped points against first game against Spurs and now against Southampton. So yeah, better get the win.
Yeah, that would be an interesting game to watch.
Mhm. Yeah. We can move to the next game. I find it super boring. Southampton versus Wolves.
It would have been interesting if they were in form,
Bro,
Traore,
wrong with Wolves,
Jimenez.
man. I don't know. Did they win then? Yes. What was the score yesterday? Were they lose? They were losing 2-1 or something last I saw.
Spurs pulled the Spurs, right? They were 2-0 up and then
Yeah.
Wolves came back 2-2.
Yeah.
Spurs basically won in the penalty shootout. Like Spurs and Chelsea, why are they getting lucky in the shootout, man? Shout out to Kepa again.
Did
You know, he
Chelsea
was-
end 1-1 before the shootout as well? 1-1 only?
Yeah, and Spurs was 2-2. Kepa was a hero in the Super Cup for them against Villarreal in the shootouts. Now again, Kepa was their hero. And for Spurs, it's their other goalie they bought.
From Atalanta,
Atalanta
right?
guy, right? Yeah. So Wolves, man, I don't understand. They lost. Nuno is doing shit for Spurs after a good start. Even though they won 3 on the bounce, right? Top of the table, remember, before international break? And they
Yeah,
were
3 out of 3.
they were all saying, "Oh, Spurs can challenge for the league again," and all that bullshit. Yeah, it wasn't even convincing when they beat Wolves 1-0 and Watford 1-0, I think. And Man City first game, I'll give that to them, right? But now they lost 2 games in a row, 3-0 back to back against Palace and against Chelsea. Against Chelsea, they managed to put up a good fight for the first half. Second half, I don't know what happened. They just collapsed. They conceded 3. 2 of Chelsea's defenders scored, both center backs, Thiago Silva and Rudiger, and Kante came on, changed the game, scored it as well from a deflection. But Wolves, man, there's no more Nuno. I think they won just 1 game so far against Watford. Not the last game, but the game week before.
Yeah.
But yeah, last game week they lost again, I think. And now they're knocked out from the cup last night.
Mhm.
But the fact that Southampton are also a shit, right? They managed to get a draw against both Manchesters this season, but I don't know. I don't rate them at all. They lost Westergaard, Bertrand as well, left back, and obviously Danny Ings. I don't really rate Armstrong. I think he's already getting like all the hype so far. There's much more to see. But yeah, 1-1 because both are shit.
Same for me, 1-1. Will be a boring game.
Similar for me.
Surprised to see a 0-0.
Oh, so there you go. 0-0. Yep.
Oh, I just love the next game. We can't even call it Super Sunday because these both teams are shite now. But
Bottle.
let's talk North London now.
Not
So you call it a
Bottle
shitty Sunday?
No, Bottle London Derby. Okay. So it's a game of who's gonna borrow more, and let's see who we think is gonna borrow more. I'll start with you. All right,
Who
who
bottles the least will probably win.
Yeah.
And say I did not bottle.
Man, Arsenal, man. Lost 2-0 first game, lost Chelsea, lost City. And now, just because they kept 2 clean sheets in a row, 1-0, 1-0 against Norwich and Burnley, they're happy again, man.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna win
And
the
when-
league again, maybe.
And when they're happy, it just pisses me off. I don't know why.
I don't know why
It pisses
too.
me off, man.
I don't like to see Leeds
Because-
always happy. It's not funny. I
You know,
want to be mad.
I wish if we have time whenever in the future, I want to talk to you both about the 2 incidents last game week, right? How on earth did Kai Walker not get a red from that? And wait, okay? How on earth did Burnley not get a pen from that? The referee overturned it for both those 2, Arsenal and the City game, right? It's the first time, I'm not kidding. Every time we criticize referees for always going to the screen and giving a pen or straight red again, this time the ref went to the screen, no pen for
Mhm.
Southampton could have beat City at the Etihad. Kai Walker, whoever got him on fantasy, RIP, man. He got a red card and the referee was like, no, went to the screen, not a red. Burnley deserves a pen. For me, it's a clear pen. I don't know how Ramsdale now, 2 games, 2 clean sheets for Ramsdale. That's how you paid 30, 40 million. Shut the fuck up, man.
Oh, yeah.
It pisses me off.
he thinks he's such a big shot. He gave a shirt to a fan
Bro,
already. Like he gave a
the
shirt,
goal they
jersey.
scored against Norwich, it was an Oba fluke goal, man. It was scrappy goal, yeah.
Mhm.
The one they beat Burnley, was it Odegaard's free kick? So Arsenal's not like they're playing the most convincing football right now. And what, they played 3-0 against Wimbledon at home? The only Wimbledon I know is the competition in tennis.
I mean, and they beat them like
So,
dude, they barely beat them 3-0. It was 1-0
like
the whole
imagine 6-0 against West Brom, 3-0 against Wimbledon. Now they're all happy. I don't know who they got in the next round because we got Preston. I don't know who they got, but like
I know who they didn't get, Man United.
and I think City got West
I
Ham.
was
West
just
Ham got 2
thinking that
matches
and-
in a row.
Oh man.
They didn't get United, of course not. We're not there.
But man, it just pisses me off, man. And the fact that even Spurs, even they piss me off, but the fact that there are no Spurs fans to talk about their results, I can't really be pissed off because I only know one guy. And shout out to Eric because these days I've been watching like watch-alongs with them, especially the game against Spurs and Chelsea, Matthew versus Eric. That day was quite fun. But Arsenal, they piss me off more because, like I said, we know more fans, right? With Spurs, you can't really banter anyone. So this game, after saying all that, people will say it's a draw win all over. But Spurs got lucky last night, lost 3-0 in a row against Palace and Chelsea. Arsenal found their form, as their fans would say. I don't really believe that, but when it's not London Derby, I'll give that to them. They always step up.
Mm.
The last time Spurs beat Arsenal in the Emirates was years ago. Like we can't even remember when. So I see a draw, but after saying all that, Arsenal 2-1. Because Arsenal are in the mud, yeah? They're in the mud. But if Arsenal wins this game, they're level on points with Spurs. And Spurs were top of the table after match day 3.
Yep.
How fucked up is the Prem? So Arsenal, they just need, if they win this, level on points with Spurs, 9 points. But yeah, I see a draw because the home crowd and all that, and they somehow always turn up with these Northern Derby games. I'm giving them a 2-1 win.
Rob, what are you giving?
For me, Arsenal won't be able to beat Bottle. It's not that strong enough, I think. I mean, Arsenal, yeah, they've been winning, but Spurs, I look at this team. Arsenal they're surely gonna get a goal for sure for me, but
It's
Spurs
funny
gonna
how
win
we're not even
4-1.
talking about like there's a battle to get top 6. They're fighting probably to get conference football or to finish top half. Like,
I think they're just fighting to say if London is red or
I mean,
white. They're just fighting.
we're
That's
not-
all they're fighting for.
but yeah,
right now.
but the whole London is actually blue. For
Yeah.
Chelsea fans, but North London, yeah, they'll fight for that.
And the thing is, the way we're talking, we're not even talking who's gonna win. We are saying who's gonna lose. You have to like,
yeah.
Yeah, and there's only one big game this weekend.
yeah, Chelsea City, right?
Yeah. Even Leeds against West Ham probably bigger.
Even the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
one, the next one is bigger. It's definitely
Monday
is.
Night Football.
Yeah. So wait, whose turn was it to predict? Arsenal Spurs.
So Navag, you're
I-
saying Arsenal won't win?
Arsenal,
So-
you mentioned that Spurs hasn't won against Arsenal at the
In
Emirates
Emirates,
for
yeah.
years, right?
Yeah.
Are you
I
gonna
think this
put
is-
that
I
right?
think
Now-
this is the
now's
game
the
when the
time.
curse will be broken.
Okay.
This is the game when the curse will be broken. Spurs 2-1.
All right. I'm not breaking that curse. I'm saying 1-1.
I love that everyone's different.
All different results. All
Yeah,
right.
and just to let people know, with the points tally, I'll actually start counting. Actually, with the next international break, I'll count the points because I feel like
Yeah.
we could
I
be
think we
really
can do
close.
at the end of
Because the
every
amount of
month.
times I
we can
keep
do it
mentioning
once
to
a
you
month.
guys, like, this guy got correct score, this guy got correct score. I think we're all really
Could
close.
help each other count like by game weeks, So then one
Yeah.
Yeah.
doesn't have to do all. Yeah.
And maybe we
Yeah.
can bring it up on the show, like at the end
Yeah,
of
I'll bring it
month
up
on
as
the
a-
episode,
Yeah,
just
we'll
once a
bring it up.
month.
Yeah. And maybe we can also show. Yeah, for sure. Good idea. All right. Yeah. So let's move to the. My next. I already write my score down. It's Crystal Palace versus Brighton, right? What do you think?
1-1.
All right.
And I'll be honest with you guys. I went with every single score that I put down here on my phone earlier, right before the show.
Yeah.
This is the only game that I'm changing. I wrote Palace 1-0, but then they played well against Spurs at home. Obviously, they lost to us away.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Brighton's playing good football, man.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter they're playing home or away for Brighton now.
They're playing
So,
well, Brighton. I'm surprised. Did
yeah,
I
1-1.
put them in relegation? Like I think I did. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I did also.
Yeah.
I think it was like it's
I still
finally
have
time.
Sanchez in the fantasy. I still have
I
Sanchez.
still have him
haven't
too,
moved
and
yet.
well.
Oh, the goalie, right? He's
Keeper,
a beast.
yeah, goalie. He's good.
But I feel like Patrick Vieira, he's finally finding
his
his
thing. Yeah.
11, and he knows how to play now with them. So yeah, 1-1.
If Benteke could finish properly, man, I think this would be
It
set.
started with that London derby, right?
Yeah.
Or some. It
Mhm.
started with the
He
London
started
derby that
playing,
he
yeah.
started playing better.
But big up their new signing, the Edward guy, brace on his
Uh-huh.
debut against Spurs.
From Celtic.
I don't
right?
think he didn't even start against Liverpool. Came on, but against Spurs, got a brace.
I remember
on his
I
debut.
think mentioned him on our live stream transfers as well. Odusone Edouard. I'm pretty sure we did. Yep. And now let's just. Oh, sorry, Nawab. What was yours? Did you predict already for?
Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah, right. Nawab.
2-1 Brighton. Same score like against Leicester.
Nawab, man, this guy, man. Yeah, always doing this. Every time he gives an away 2-1, he ends up getting it right. I don't know how.
Yeah. And
Not always.
no, but
it's-
also
next
depends.
time I'm gonna play some mind games and just
Yeah.
let you guys go first and just copy.
and Nawab also,
Okay,
sometimes you give under teams like a high scoring game and it happens. It always happens.
Yeah.
For me, my favorite prediction is 4-1. The one.
Every time you go
my
controversial,
favorite
right? You're
prediction.
somehow getting
Yeah.
it right.
Okay, so for this game, I'm going 0-0. I see nothing happening here.
I love 0-0 as well, but yeah,
Uh,
1-1.
so yeah, I mean that's it. We wrapped up the whole preview. I mean of the whole game week. We did well, yeah. And for the first time ever, we have a 6:30, 2 kickoffs at 6:30 Thailand time.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be surprising. I don't get to watch the City Chelsea game. Nawab, you don't also. Narrate, just watch our game as well, bro.
I'm not even thinking about. I'm not. thinking
sometimes
about
it's
that. I'm
like this,
thinking about
though.
Matic right
Like-
now. Matic, the mistake he did. He didn't cover Lanzini last time. I'm just
Fuck
thinking
Matic.
about that.
He'll
I
die.
can't stop. I can't not think about that.
Hey, that guy's insane. If you watch,
I'm not even worried about the
I'm
game
not problem.
tomorrow.
One chance though yesterday, okay? They already. Bruno ran all the way back from center. I put it on my story, but only the ending part came. Ran all the way back, got on the floor, slide tackle the ball, got it back and passed it. I was like, yo, Bruno, Matic
did
should
Bruno-
be doing that.
Bruno
Bruno-
gives it more than
Did
what
he start the
was
game when he came
No,
on?
He came on, tried to change the game, but it was too late by then.
But
Who are the midfielders starting yesterday?
for me.
Because if I'm not wrong, when I saw the highlights, I noticed the
Donny?
back four changed the goalkeeper as well.
Donny
In mid was
started.
Donny.
It started.
Didn't Mata had like a crossbar
Mata-
one attempt hit the crossbar?
It was a save though. What a save though.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good save. He had a good chance.
And was the front three with Jailings, Martial,
Jailings,
and
Martial.
Sancho.
Martial played as a proper number 9. I mean, according to SofaScore, he was like there.
Yeah.
But in foot mob as well, he was up front.
Yeah. But in the game, he wasn't. That's my point. In the game, he was everywhere. Like Narit said, he's like comes back, goes there, like Harry Kane
Yeah.
type. I'm like, yo,
In the game, he was looking at the bench, man.
Just to put this out there before we end the show, Harry Kane. Next, we'll have a show to talk about Harry
Where are
Kane,
you?
Sancho, all this stuff. Joel Matip has more touches in the opposition's box than Harry Kane. Harry
Oh,
Kane,
man.
not a single touch in the opponent's box against, was it Palace? I think Chelsea played poorly as well. I think it was Palace the week before. The fact that we didn't have a show last weekend, I just want to put this out there. And plus 0 shots, 0 attempts, first time in his Premier League career, or maybe his whole career, not just the Prem. I'm not sure. But I don't know what's wrong with him. He's
I mean,
dropping back for no reason.
does have a
Dropping back to get. It's like he feels like if he's playing up, he's being isolated, right? He wants to be part of the game. But once he's coming back, when there's no Son in the team, no one's making the runs. Yeah, Son was back against Chelsea, but I don't know what happened to Kane, man. And I feel like all the English players that returned from the Euros, I heard this from one podcast last night that I was watching, right? I forgot from where because I've been watching it a lot recently at night. So the one guy said all the English players that return from Euros, none of them are playing well. Obviously, Hendo scored the winner against Milan, but he wasn't a starter in the Euros. But you see, like Sterling, Sancho, Harry Kane, Mason Mount, all these guys. Maybe Maguire still okay, but like even Maguire and Luke Shaw, you wouldn't say they're playing their best, their best
Maguire-
form, right? Like how they were
The
playing.
West Ham game that we won 2-1, Maguire had a lot of shoddy moments. Lots. Lost the ball like very shoddily. And yeah, you're right.
So yeah, I don't know if it's down to fatigue or I don't know, I'm just coming up with excuses for them. But like Harry Kane, man, better start getting his shit right. Or is this obvious he doesn't want to be there? Simple as that.
I'm sure
One
that
thing
has
is
that
one
has
thing
a
is
role
for
in it. I'm sure
one thing
that has
is
a role.
one thing is certain is he loves scoring as Arsenal. So let's see.
All right. So that wraps up another episode of Breathe and Bleed Football. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys tune in again in the future. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below, email us if you want to be a guest on our show below. That rhyme, that whole thing. You guys see what I did?
And
I rhymed.
Just a just a reminder, because I don't think we talked about this in a while
I'm
now.
writing
but,
that down.
but fantasy, yeah.
Yeah.
I know we always set our team each week for every game week, but like just let others know, we didn't put this out there on Instagram as yet, but we will update you guys soon. It's not just the winners for the first and second half; it's the top 3 of the first and second half. So, don't forget to set your team as well. You might be getting something that you wanted for like 5 years now. So,
Yeah. A
better
Tesla,
start.
Ferrari, Ford.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah,
You
never.
know.
Yeah, maybe in 10 years' time when we have the budget for this channel.
One
Ticket to next
one.
London derby, Arsenal and Spurs to enjoy the game.
For now, it'll just be a good collection from Breathe and Bleed Football. Could be anything.
Yeah.
A nice mug or a shirt. So yeah, stay tuned always.
My mobile for first place. Anyways. Thank you for tuning in. Bye, guys.
Take care.
Peace.